Hi, BookTube. It's Gina, and I'm here today to talk to you about reading Shakespeare in September, otherwise known as Shaketember. This is a month-long reading event hosted by 4 of my favorite booktubers where we're going to focus on Shakespeare. This is something I'm really looking forward to. I am a fairly bookish person. I loved reading and studying English in high school. I was an English major in college, but I have never read any Shakespeare. Can you believe that? I'm not sure how I made it through college without taking a Shakespeare class. It's either a very sad commentary on our educational system, or more likely, it's a sad commentary on the laziness of me and not actually taking one of those classes. So I'm going to make up for some of my failings as an English reader and read along with Shaketember this year. I'm super excited about this. So I bought some books. I actually had a couple of things that I already owned that I'm going to share with you, and I'll tell you what I plan to read as I go through showing you the books. So the way they're going to organize this is there are 4 hosts. Each of them have picked one of the plays to focus on and then do a Zoom call to discuss it on the Saturday of that week. And I actually plan, my goal is, in addition to not ever having read any Shakespeare, I'm also terrible at commitment. So this is my plan, my goal, and I'm hoping I will succeed at this. But my goal right now is to go ahead and read along all 4 of the plays with them. And I'll show you what I bought. I bought these at Half Price Bookstore a couple weeks ago. I've watched Shakespeare in the Park, so I have definitely seen Shakespeare in action, which is wonderful. It's like, I feel the night before Shakespeare in the Park, I feel like it's Christmas Eve, or I feel like it's the day before I'm going to Disneyland. I get so excited because it is so much flipping fun to watch Shakespeare live in the park. We, of course, didn't do it last year, and I was very sad about that. My little small town has an arts council. Even though I live in a teeny little town, we do luckily get Shakespeare in the Park here. But my greater region also has lots of parks that do Shakespeare in August, July, August. And so this year we were able to go back to Shakespeare in the Park. We watched Comedy of Errors. It was fantastic. It was put on by just 5 actors who each played dual roles. So even it's like a kooky play anyway, with, twins and people being separated, and with people playing all of the same roles. It was like really hilarious and slapstick and funny. So let's talk about what we're going to be reading in September. So the 4 hosts are Rainy Day Reads, Steve Donahue, Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse, and Lukash at A Cruel Reader's Thesis. And they're going to be reading these 4 plays. So the first one is Othello, which was chosen by Jason. So on Saturday, they'll be talking that the first Saturday in September, they'll be talking about Othello. So I plan to read this. I bought this beautiful little penguin copy at Half Price Books. The second week, they are going to be reading The Tempest, which was chosen by Rainy. So Rainy will be leading the conversation the second Saturday in September. And look at that, fun. That's another penguin copy that I also found at Half Price Bookstore. I love the cover of that one. The third week is Henry IV, Part 1, which is going to be hosted by Steve Donahue. This is not a penguin. Which edition is this? I'm not sure, but another super beautiful copy, little skinny one. So I'm guessing there's not a lot of accompanying commentary or other information on that one. And then lastly, and hosted by Lukash, is The Winter's Tale. And I got this beautiful Signet paperback copy. I've been on a hunt for some sort of commentary books. I was looking for maybe like the Arden or a Folgers kind of accompanying volume for some context and some commentary. Since I haven't read any Shakespeare before, I've been looking for, and I'm still going to probably keep looking to see if I can find something else that has some commentary. But I did find this Shakespeare, A Reader's Guide by Joseph Rosenblum. And this has got a really short synopsis, like a 2-page synopsis of each of the plays. So this might help. It's also got a little bibliography at the end of each play for further study and a critical evaluation section. And then it's also got like some poetry and the sonnets. So this might be sort of what I was looking for. I do still want to find some, I don't know, I think some editions, 4 more editions that also have like annotations. We'll see if I can find those. But I think this will be a good sort of a companion, at least to give me an overview of sort of the plays and some of the sort of corresponding information. So I'm going to take a look at that. And then on my shelf, I already owned this Bill Bryson, Shakespeare, the World as Stage book. And I bought this at the thrift store a long time ago. This is very short, only 180 some pages. So I would also like to get to this. This is on the bottom of my TBR though, because it's I think it's going to be wonderful, and I love Bill Bryson. So I hope to get to this, but I'm going to really focus on reading those 4 plays. That's my focus. And then lastly, I wanted to show you, I already talked about these a little bit. I probably will not get to these, but they are on the bottom of my TBR. This is I got this from Third Place Books. They have a signed edition book club. Every other month I get a signed new release. This is All's Well by Mona Awad. And this, I do want to read this. I have not been, the new releases I've read so far from this book club, I'm not a super big fan of new releases, I think. But this I thought would be really fun. It also came in my crate. I got the play All's Well That Ends Well, which of course this is going to be not a retelling of, but it sounds like it's based on a Shakespeare company who one of them wants to put on this play and the other members of the company want to put on something else. That's really all I know about this. I don't know much about it at all. So this was a really fun, though, I thought, accompaniment to Shaketember. And if I have a chance, I might want to get to these too. However, I am still reading my Star Trek books. So in September, we're going to be reading from The Next Generation. And I think this is just delightful. It doesn't get much more highbrow than Shakespeare. I say all that in quotes. And it probably doesn't get much more lowbrow than Star Trek. And though I am not crazy about those terms, actually, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a fun juxtaposition to be reading Shakespeare and Star Trek at the same time. And I hope to read some other things. Like, I'm not just going to read Shakespeare and Star Trek, but I'm leaving the rest of my TBR open so that I've got some serendipity to read some fun other things. So that is my September plan so far. I'm looking forward to it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.